I mean, I drive around Evansville and look at some of the structures we put up. It's like, it's almost surreal that we did that. You just do your job and you take pride in what you do a good job, quality job, and then you go back and look at it and think, wow, that's pretty impressive.
As 2018 came to a close, Enerfab acquired TMI Contractors, a family-owned fabricator and steel erector in Mount Vernon, Indiana. During the growth that followed, it was the mission of Enerfab and TMI leadership to maintain the strong values that had made the company a staple of the community.
My name's Philip Wells. I'm the president of TMI Contractors. We had built all the steel for this addition coming this way, and when 09 and 10 hit and it got slow, I was down to 4 people. I was one of them. We all put this up, me and 3 other guys.
You got a guy that, this is all grassroots. He built this up with his hands, so it's real easy to get behind somebody is that passionate about what they've built. And just to see how far we've grown and to see where we're going, I mean, it's mind-blowing.
I started at TMI in 2006 as a draftsman and worked my way up, and not too shortly after I came on board, my uncle was diagnosed with lung cancer. He came in one evening while I was in there drafting late, told me what the situation was, and pretty well said, hey, I need you to run this while I'm out, don't screw it up. Without companies like this community, there is no community here. The big thing is being able to give back to the community, and that's always been that was my uncle's big deal, and what he passed on to me, pouring sidewalks here around town and doing improvement projects here in the community.
I mean, TMI is heavily involved in their local community, and community is one of Enerfab's core values and has been for a long time. They really embody being involved, and just some great people.
Definitely in this area, you can't go around and somebody doesn't know somebody that works here, or somebody's parents or grandparents have retired from here.
The family company and retaining that feel is the most important thing to our employees. I used to have to beg, borrow, and steal to get guys to come to TMI, but as we grew and people started hearing about us, and then we'd get a guy to come in and talk about how much it felt like family working for this company, that word got out, and that's what has brought the really good people here. What's going on, Joe? All right, did you get that ham, Peanut? Yeah. Good. All these guys are local guys. Some of them travel in from Evansville or from over in Illinois, Southern Illinois, but the majority of them are from right here in Posey County. To me personally, when I see those guys taking pride in their work, it means to me that I did my job. The only reason I sold to Enerfab was because the 3 owners, when I met them, especially Dave Hershey, for some reason we hit it off. We had the things he's involved in the community, it just really made a good impression on me.
The TMI family brings different products than we ever have fabricated at Enerfab, and I think their reputation in the region really opened up some doors into markets and industries that we have not always done work at.
We've got the skill set to go anywhere in the United States and perform these jobs. Enerfab opens those doors for us.
Now we're able to provide the services to our local customers where they just kind of looked at us as a small fab shop for a long time. Now they're starting to see that we can perform and do the larger projects.
Phil he's a builder, but he's also a very, very strong leader. People follow Phil because he has a lot of decisiveness in the way he goes about doing business. But Phil is an awesome leader that people just rally behind. The customers love Phil because if something's not going right, he'll slap on a weld hood. he's not afraid, and actually he's probably more comfortable with his hands dirty than he is behind a desk. And that builds respect in the team.
And I tell these guys this all the time. I say, here we are, this little fab shop in Mount Vernon, Indiana, and we are fabricating quality material, competing on a global market. To me, that opens up a whole new world for not only TMI, but for Mount Vernon, and working with the community to see that dream and to help that dream come true. When I watch a kid that I saw grow up here in Mount Vernon, went through the trade school over in Evansville, came to our shop and was welding in between classes, and then has moved on to a trade, and he's making good money, he's got a nice truck, he's doing well for himself or herself, then that's what it's all about.